In order to understand what hybrid cloud is, it's first important to understand the underlying components that make up the cloud. In a standard traditional IT model, the enterprise manages and controls the network connections to the private or public internet, the storage layer, hardware, virtualization layer, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and the application itself. If a company is using infrastructure as a service, they're only managing the operating system level up to the application. The public cloud provider provides choices in terms of operating system that the enterprise gets to choose, Linux or Windows, etc. In platform as a service, the enterprise only manages the data and the application layer. The platform as a service provider provides everything else. Software as a service provides the whole bundle completely as a service. In this talk, we'll be focusing on infrastructure as a service provided as a public or private cloud. So the next question is, what's the difference between a private or a public cloud? A public cloud provider makes resources available to the public for a fee. Anybody can leverage the resources for their own use. It is unrestricted. The top two infrastructure as a service providers in the market today are Amazon AWS and Rackspace, both of whom provide the capabilities outlined in the previous table. There are dozens of others, and even local players in particular markets, but these two dominate the global market by far. The public cloud is connected to the public internet for anyone to leverage. In a private cloud environment, the same capabilities are controlled by the enterprise in their own hosted environment for their own use only. These environments can be connected to end users over a private line or through the public internet. So what are the benefits of each? Public clouds tend to be cheaper because they're using shared infrastructure and are more suited for applications whose information is not private, proprietary, or sensitive. Private clouds, on the other hand, are more expensive but offer a trade-off of higher levels of security and can potentially hit higher SLA metrics. The trade-off is strictly a business decision by the cloud buyer, but in general, most companies use public cloud today for test or development applications, email, and CRM. However, market research shows that companies are more and more using public cloud for other business processes such as HR and accounting. In terms of the private cloud environments, marquee, mission-critical, highly sensitive applications or heavy data analysis, aka big data applications, are examples of applications that typically run in private cloud environments. Private clouds are also an interim step that larger enterprises choose to adopt first to give their employees a public-like cloud experience in a very controlled environment. Market research studies show that over the next 5 years, hybrid cloud adoption will reach 43% of all companies who are adopting the cloud, up from 27% in 2013. This is a significant trend to follow over the next several years. So now, what is hybrid cloud and why is it so valuable? Hybrid cloud provides the best of both worlds. Typical hybrid architectures start with traffic on the private cloud environment and then burst into the public cloud environment when load is either heavy or usage is high from flash crowds. Most companies use the public cloud for extra on-demand capacity and have coined the term cloud bursting to describe that capability. This is a common practice when leveraging an application that runs on both the private and the public cloud environment. Additionally, companies with hybrid cloud architectures can also be leveraging private cloud uniquely for some applications and public cloud for others. This has to do with the cost and security trade-offs that I mentioned earlier. But the idea is to give their application owners choice when it comes to leveraging the cloud. Enterprises describe this type of setup as hybrid cloud because they are leveraging both types of infrastructures to support different types of use cases. So where does Akamai fit in into all this? Of course, Akamai can more reliably deliver and accelerate any data through the internet, whether it's served from a private or a public cloud environment. At the same time, Akamai can offload the infrastructure enough to a degree that dramatically reduces the likelihood or even possibly eliminates the need to cloud burst into a public cloud environment. This can be a great benefit to an enterprise and reduce their overhead and complexity when managing a hybrid cloud environment. In addition, our availability and security capabilities can provide a reliable offering that is optimized for any end user, no matter what kind of device or where they are requesting the content from. In summary, hybrid cloud will become a very common architecture in the next few years, and important to watch as it develops to understand the use cases and providers of these services. Of course, end user expectations around quality of service, security, and availability will not change no matter what environment the applications are run out of. And Akamai can provide a holistic solution to meet both end user and enterprise needs when using these environments. Thanks for watching.